All right, welcome back to the show previously known as Vintage Vinyl.
Yes!
Jeffrey Lee Puckett, Tom Heiser. We are dealing with the purple one this week. Prince Rogers Nelson.
Yes.
All-city basketball player, all-world R&B singer.
Absolutely. The old stuff and the later stuff, and the newer stuff is really terrific. It's a great body of work.
His latest single, which just came out maybe 6-8 weeks ago, is really good. He still has it.
He still has it, and he's always had it, as well as our lists are going to go back and forth between, some of the more the pre and post Purple Rain. Which I like to use Purple Rain as kind of the median here, because Purple Rain was a very transformative album for me. It was junior year of high school. It was the album that everybody had. It's the album that everyone knew every lyric to.
Yep.
So I want to think of his career in pre and post terms.
I'd say that it had to be probably the biggest album in the 80s, really, in terms of, I mean, there was Born in the USA was everywhere, but it seemed, Prince just seemed to be, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing songs from Purple Rain.
Not synchronicity?
Yeah.
well, that's fodder for a different show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Synchronicity.
Yes. We've already done Overrated.
I'm gonna kick off my number 10 with
Speak of the Devil,
with Purple Rain.
Purple Rain, yes.
Purple Rain, the lead track. It actually is not the best song on the album, but I had to mention it just because it is such a great tune.
Yeah.
Number 9, I'm going a little bit older with "I Want to Be Your Lover."
I like that song.
I love that song, and actually there are a lot of Prince fan sites that have that as number 1.
Really?
I was very surprised to see that. Number 8, "You Got the Look." Oh, fantastic! Very sexy voice behind that. With him on that song. Number 7, just a really cool song, "Pop Life."
Oh, that's from Graffiti Bridge.
Graffiti Bridge. Love "Pop Life." Number 6, going older here with "Controversy."
Oh, that's a good song.
Oh, I love "Controversy."
That's a good album.
Yes.
I started off pretty old school with Head from 1980.
Mm-hmm.
His second, no, it's on Dirty Mind. That was probably his third album. I think it was his third album. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really cranking out records.
Yes, he was.
And then I have to throw in Purple Rain. I really thought I was going to leave it off, but then every time I think about that solo and just, it's just undeniable. "I Would Die for You," another song from Purple Rain. I really like Prince's pop songs a lot. I mean, I love all his sexy stuff, his bedroom, baby-making stuff. But his pop songs are just so good. And number 7 is one of those, "When You Were Mine."
Yes.
That's a great song. Number 6, "Why You Want to Treat Me So Bad." That goes back to, I think, 79, if I'm not mistaken. That's an old one. That was on his second album.
Could that be the oldest on our list? Could be.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm going to kick it off with, at number 5, "Kiss."
That's a good one. Are you giving this 5 and 5A because of Tom's version? Or are you kind of?
We got to throw that in there, because I know that we've caught some flack for this, and we are in no way denigrating what is a terrific Prince song. But Tom Jones, a fan that we were both fans of, really knocked that out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, just did a really kind of, I don't want to call it a slow burn, but you know where he's headed with it. But no, the Prince version is his voice is really hitting that, the high note.
Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss.
Oh, I love that. Love it.
Yeah. That, if I recall, didn't that jumpstart Tom's later career?
It very well could have. I mean, I think he had been off the charts, let's say,
Yeah.
for many years. It had been many years since What's New Pussycat.
We should maybe do a Tom Jones show.
Yes, we should, and stand up, and we won't sing, but we'll do our Tom Jones dance moves.
Maybe my mom can throw her underwear at us.
Oh, I don't want to hear about that.
My top 5 kicks off with yet another Purple Rain song. When doves when doves cry. I'm choked up just thinking of it. A fascinating song. There's no bass. You always think of Prince as a bass, good bass part.
Maybe you're just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry.
Well, there's no reason
Prince
not
in a
to.
bathtub.
There's no reason not to have Purple Rain high on the list and represent it all through our top 10, as I am going to do with number 4 with Baby I'm a Star.
There you go.
You might not know it now. Baby, yes, I'm a star. Whoa, whoa. This is it. It's definitely one of the poppier songs off of the Purple Rain soundtrack.
Hey, check it all out. Baby, I know what it's all about. Before the night is through, you will see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, baby, I'm a
Was torn at number 4 between that and Let's Go Crazy. I really went back and forth, but there's just something about Baby I'm a Star. The energy, I think there's more energy to it. I really love that.
Yeah. I don't, I'm so, I guess it was sophomore year in college, the editor of the school paper at U of L played Purple Rain soundtrack over and over and over.
That's
So if I never hear Let's Go Crazy again, it'll be too soon.
Slip on a purple banana
That is
until
fun.
they put us on the truck.
One of my favorite Prince albums is Sign of the Times.
Okay.
And If I Was Your Girlfriend is one of my favorite songs from that album.
Okay.
Number 4. It is Prince at his most weirdly androgynous. He's singing If I Was Your Girlfriend to his girlfriend about wanting to dress her up, although he's not saying that she can't handle it herself. He's just saying he would like to dress her up.
Wow.
In anticipation of undressing her later. It's a very strange song.
If I was your girlfriend, would you let me dress you? I mean, help me pick out your clothes before we go out. Not that you're helpless, but sometimes those are the things that being in love's about.
I like.
Well, it fits with your character.
I like Prince's.
I
The psychology of Prince is endlessly fascinating.
Well, number 3, I'm going with what may have been one of my first one of the first Prince songs that I really got into, even before Purple Rain, was 1999. I didn't much think. I didn't say, "Wow, this is something I really need to really get into." It wasn't until Purple Rain, that everybody just kind of dove into, into the Prince catalog. But 2000 Party Over Out of Time.
So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. I was dreaming when I wrote this, so sue me if I go too fast. Life is just a party and parties weren't meant to last.
It is a great 80s song.
Yeah. My problem with that album is that there's a lot of drum machines on it. It doesn't sound. It sounds very dated to me.
A little bit more synthesizer in 1999 than I would like, and that appears in some of his other stuff. But I've always loved it.
My number 3 is the title track from Sign of the Times. Just a fascinating song, real skeletal. It sort of sounds futuristic to me. If somebody put it out right now, it would sound completely of the moment.
Baby, make a speech, Star Wars fly, neighbors just shining home. But if a night falls and a bomb falls, will anybody see the dawn? Time.
But Sign of the Times was still in the 80s, I guess. It's a really old song. But it's got that great line about his cousin just smoked reefer. Now he's on the horse.
Yikes! We're going deep. We're on melancholy.
I didn't realize
we promised we weren't going to do that with Prince.
Prince was so conservative that he considers weed a gateway straight to heroin.
Straight gateway drug.
Yeah.
Well, number 2, I'm going with the fun and the pleasure of Little Red Corvette.
That was the talk about a gateway. That was the song that introduced Prince to the wide mainstream audience.
Yes, it was.
He was very much a cult figure until Little Red Corvette came out, and then everybody just went nuts.
Believe it or not, I started to worry. Wondered if I had enough class. But it was Saturday night. I guess that makes it alright. You say, baby, I ain't got enough gas. Oh yeah, Little Red Corvette. Baby, your mind's too fast. Yes, you are.
I guess they sort of just thought of him as a funk kind of R&B guy, and then all of a sudden, Little Red Corvette, super catchy, big hit.
Big hit. Oh, I agree.
Super big hit. This my number 2 could have easily been number 1. The Beautiful Ones, yet another Purple Rain song.
It's interesting that it could have been your number 1 because it is my number 1. Yes. Back to Purple Rain. Back to Purple. Gotta have it. And how many people who are not, very familiar with that album would have chosen that? Obviously Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, When Doves Cry, I think are probably the 3 most recognizable and, obviously the most popular songs off that album. But for me, and it looks like for you, nothing beats the power of the Beautiful Ones.
Oh, it sticks with you.
It does stick with you because that soft open.
Baby, baby, baby. What's it gonna be?
You make me feel. And then, do you want him? Or do you want me? Because I want you.
And if it please you, baby, I better get down on you. I want you.
Oh, yeah. That's almost good. That's very James Brownish.
Yes.
At the end, you almost want to put the cape, the cape on, start coming back out. Baby.
And just a pivotal moment in the movie.
Yes.
I mean, the most powerful moment in that movie.
And I think it is. You kind of look at it with the film, too, and think, obviously the great solo of Purple Rain. Yeah. But this moment of where Beautiful Ones comes in, I think is just
it's perfect.
It's undeniable.
Perfect. My number, I mentioned I like the pop songs from Prince. I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man as my number 1.
So I thought you were going with Pop Life, but okay, this is good.
I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man. It's another Sign of the Times track, a total pop rock song.
I know what's on your mind. Make me qualify for a one-night stand, but I could never take the place of your man.
It actually was back when the Goo Goo Dolls were good.
Back when
they covered this song on one of their early punk rock albums. They did a cover of this, where they got some dude. I think his name was Diamond Steve or something like that. He was a bouncer at a club they used to play at. They got him to do the vocals, so they were just playing the music, and it's amazing. It's not as good as Prince's version, but it's pretty amazing.
Well, I wanted to give a shout out before, just to show you that even the later stuff that just pops up in your mind somewhere as a Prince fan, even in the Michael Keaton Batman movie,
right?
The party the song that he plays when the Joker comes in, Party Man, it's just a fantastic pop tune. So it is. I think it is interesting that his career continues without the kind of the fanfare as it had in the late 80s, but he's still churning them out.
Yeah, he is. And his drummer, his current drummer, is from Louisville.
Whatever happened to the Revolution?
Well, it comes and goes. Depends on Prince's mood. Also there was the New Power Generation.
Yes.
New Power Generation put out a good album. What was it called? Diamonds and Pearls. That was a good album. That had some really good songs.
Diamonds
on
and Pearls is a good song.
And then he did the other album. He had another name, and the album was called Come, I think, and it had maybe a song called Cream, or is Cream on Diamonds and Pearls? It's hard to keep track of Prince.
It has it definitely has the synthesizer. Too bad I'm not wearing the hospital scrubs. Like from 1999. Well, this is a great list.
I'm happy with it.
Plural.
I'm happy with it. I made mine into a Spotify playlist and just listened to it over and over and over.
It is I no regrets. No regrets here. Maybe When Doves Cry. I would say When Doves Cry. Could have made it, but I'm very happy with it. So hey, Prince fans, and we know several diehards.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of this list.
Jeffrey.
Hey, Mom.
Did I ever tell you about the time I met Prince?
No. What happened?
I was in a hotel lobby.
Oh no! We don't need to get into that story. That is a little R-rated, so we don't want to have to go through the Motion Picture Association.
You're calling me Mickey. I never understood.
Mrs. P. That's a little inappropriate.
Thanks for that image, Mom. Burned into my retinas.
Tell the fans how they can.
Go to our Facebook page, CJ Vinyl, and join in the fun. Mix it up with your fellow Prince lovers. Watch out for anyone named Darla or Diane. Do not rub them the wrong way. They will come after you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. Come back next time for another look at some of the most awesome music in the world. Rock and roll. Bye.